Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's lesson. Today we are going to learn about three important ideas that will help us to understand texts better. And those three ideas are tone, mood, and atmosphere. And these are the tools writers use to make texts interesting and meaningful. Now, I want you to think a little bit about this. Have you ever read a text that made you scared, or perhaps excited, or perhaps happy? Now, that is not by chance. Um, Writers choose their words very carefully to create these feelings. And today we're going to take a look at how this works by looking at tone, mood, and atmosphere. These three powerful tools that bring a text to life. Now I want us to take a look at this paragraph that appears on the screen, and we're going to read it together. Sipho tightened his jacket as he walked past the silent houses. The street light flickered. Somewhere a dog barked. His footsteps sounded too loud in the empty street, and he could not shake the feeling that someone was watching him. Now, I want you to take a look at, we're going to take a look at a few questions. And the first question is, where is Sipho walking? Right? And now, if you look for clues in the passage, you're going to see that Sipho, we read there that he walks past houses. So that gives us the idea that he's outside, right? And if we go down, we see that there's a street light flicker. The light will be on when it's nighttime. We see that you could hear dogs barking, and then here we see he's in an empty street. He's walking along an empty street. So that is where Sipho is at the moment. Right, so if we continue, and then I want to ask you, this place that we looked at, where Sipho is walking, does this place feel safe or does it feel scary? Now, remember, I think that there are some clues that gives us an idea that something like that it would be more scary and that it might even be dangerous, because if you feel that someone is watching you but you don't know who it is, and the whole idea, dogs usually bark when they notice something or when they become aware of something. And then also the idea of the empty street, and we know that it is nighttime. So this creates more an idea that it feels dangerous, that it feels unsafe, that it's mysterious, suspicious. So that's the feeling that we get from this passage. Right, now which words specifically in this passage tells you this? So let's take a look which words. First of all, there's the word silent, right? So it might be that it's late at night. It might be that nobody's home, so nobody's noticing Sipho seeing him, right? The next one is flickered, right? That means the light isn't steady, so it goes on and off and on and off, and that adds to this scary, tense, creepy atmosphere. And then we have the word empty, and we have the word barked, and then we have this word watching, that somebody is watching him. Now, these words, right, create a tense or mysterious or an uneasy atmosphere. And now you might ask, what is an atmosphere? Now, the atmosphere is the overall feeling created by the setting. And the setting is the place where the story takes place, or the time when the story takes place. So in this case, it's outside. We know that it's silent. We know nobody sees him, or that the street is empty, that he's alone. And we know that the light isn't even, constant. It's flickering. And then this feeling that someone is watching him. So that's the atmosphere that is created. So it's a tense, mysterious, uneasy. So remember, atmosphere is a feeling that is created, and it is by the surroundings where you are that it creates this atmosphere. Okay, so that gives us an idea of what atmosphere is. We're going to take a look at more examples later on. But let's move on. We're still in the same passage, right? The same short paragraph with Sipho. Now let's think about, how do you as the reader feel? When you are reading this, what feelings do you have? right? You might feel scared. It might create the feeling of being scared. You're a little bit of anxious. Poor Sipu, what is he up to? What's going to happen? You might be nervous. You might be curious, and these are some of the feelings that you as the reader might be feeling. And now, why would you feel this way? Right? What could possibly be the reason for you to feel this way? The whole idea that someone is watching him, that the street is empty, that he's alone. Now, this contributes to the mood of the text, right? And the mood has to do with how the reader feels while you are reading the text. So again, we're still busy with Sipu, who's alone out in the street. But now I want you to look at the following. The writer. Now we're going to focus on the writer. What feeling is the writer creating, right? With this passage, with his selection of words, what feeling is the writer creating? So now we can say the writer is also creating a suspenseful atmosphere, or a mysterious feeling, or a suspenseful feeling, or the tone is serious, right? And this is the writer's tone. Serious, suspenseful, tense, dramatic, dark. Now, if we look at that tone, I just want to open that tone. It refers to the writer's attitude or feeling. So, in other words, the feeling that the writer creates in the passage that we read. So, and you're going to see that all of these words are adjectives that describe the tone, the feel, the mood, and the atmosphere. Right. Let's quickly move on, and then we're going to take a look at another example. Now, it is very similar to the one about Sipu, but let's take a look. Tabo walked slowly down the dark road. The wind whispered through the trees. A gate creaked. He heard footsteps behind him. Now, if we take a look, how does this place feel? So where is Tabo? Right? We don't know in which street, but we know that he's outside because he's also walking down the dark road, a dark road. And then we can see that there's a gate that creaked. So he's also outside, and there are also creepy elements. So this is the atmosphere that is created. So it is also, it can also refer to a tense, a scary, a dangerous atmosphere. So remember where the person is, what it is like, that contributes to the atmosphere. It makes you feel what it gives you an idea what the atmosphere is like. Now, how do you feel when you read this? How do you feel when you read this? Tabu, I just see that they, how do you feel when you read this? You should this tells us about it should make you feel worried for Tabu, or it can make you interested. Why is Tabu there? What footsteps is he hearing? It might make you feel curious. Good, and then that contributes to the mood. And then the last one, how does the writer feel, right? What feeling does the writer want to show us? What feeling does the writer want to convey to us? And that is a feeling of seriousness, suspense, drama, mystery. And that is the tone that contributes to the tone. Um, remember to look at the words. Remember to look at the words. I see that somebody's hand is raised. I'll get to you now. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for the interruption. Okay, Lerati ran onto the dusty soccer field. Children laughed, music played, the sun was warm. The smell of food filled the air. So now immediately it's also outside. Okay, you see that because it's on a soccer field. You can see, but the atmosphere is different. Why? Because there's laughter, there's music, there's food, and then the sun is shining and it's warm outside. So immediately there's a total different feel to this paragraph. So if I were to, what feeling is created? Remember, that's the atmosphere. So that atmosphere can be happy, it can be peaceful, it can be relaxed, it can be cheerful, it can be friendly, right? Because all those things contribute to that. And then if we ask, how do you feel? Right, when you read this, you might have a feeling of feeling warm, you might feel positive, you might feel optimistic, you might feel a little bit relaxed and happy, right? The music makes you feel happy, and that contributes to your mood as the reader. And then how does the writer feel? So what is the writer's tone? What feeling does the writer want to convey? So the writer wants, it's a friendly tone in this text, it's a relaxed tone, it's cheerful, it's warm. Okay, we're almost done. So remember to look at the words, and I've already said we're going to look at soccer. It's outside. We laughed, music, the sun that's shining warm, and the food. Good. I just want to show you quickly words. Remember, there are a lot of words to describe tone. And some of these words you're also going to find under mood. They can also describe the mood. So sometimes the words are interchanged. So there you see excited and there you see excited. And also in atmosphere, there are just a few examples of the different types, the different words that can describe atmosphere. Okay, thank you for joining today. I think we're running out of time, and I hope that you now know what tone, what mood, and what atmosphere is. Remember, tone is the writer's feeling the writer wants to create, the writer's attitude. Mood is what the reader feels when they are reading the text, and the atmosphere is what is created when a person by the surroundings, so that you know that is the atmosphere, that is the feeling that the surroundings create. Thank you very much for joining me today, and enjoy the rest of your afternoon.